seem to stop time. You make me feel like I'm walking on cloud number 9. You make the raindrops.
Hey, welcome to In My Shoes. I'm Rhonda.
And I am Susan, and we have got a day full of magic, because every day is magical, but today is particularly magical.
It is very magical. But before we introduce somebody, I want to say hi to the people out there in New York that's watching today. Hey, Jackie. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hi, Pat. Wanted to say hi to you all. And you New Yorkers, you know what I mean when I say that. But thank you all for watching and sharing our show. And thank you everyone else out there that's watching and sharing our show. We appreciate it.
Well, today we've got a great guest on the show, a.k.a. Magic Mike.
Yeah!
Hey!
I watched that movie, the Magic Mike movie.
I don't think it's that same one, although he said he might be able to entertain us a little bit. But anyway, we're going to welcome to the show an awesome illusionist here in Tennessee named Michael Keating.
Hey, Susan. Hey, Rhonda.
What's up, Michael?
Not much. Spending time with you guys.
Hey,
Yes,
we
he's
love
also
it.
our friend, and we
Yeah.
go way, way back. to
We
making
actually
magic.
meet in Las Vegas, in Orlando, and most places other than Pigeon Forge.
That's right.
So
We
we're
were in
always-
Vegas last fall.
Yeah, you were on with Ringo.
Yeah, I was on tour with
And
Ringo.
we met at my birthday party.
Yes, we did.
That was at my house.
At your
At her house, yeah.
And
small
it was
town.
your birthday too, I believe. So we
Probably.
had a birthday party together.
Small town, small
Yeah,
town.
Small town, good friends.
There you go.
So anyway, tell us about, so you're an illusionist and
I
a
am.
magician.
And consultant, and I also create magic.
And you create, so what inspired you? Take us back to how in the world you got involved in
Oh,
this.
wow. Well, I started off as a kid, and that, but I
We started off as a kid too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one time.
One time.
Well, I started off as a kid doing. I was a dancer-singer. I actually went through Europe after high school as a singer.
So you were Magic Mike.
Well, as a singer, not a dancer. But I don't think that Magic Mike sings at all. But anyway, I got back from. I was doing magic all through high school and won all kinds of different awards on different things for acting and for things. I got a scholarship to go to Cornish College, all kinds of stuff during that time. I came back thinking I was going to be this big actor, singer, dancer guy, and got into the real world and found out there's a billion singers, a billion actors, a billion dancers, but only a million magicians. So I decided to go into magic because I was always doing magic, and that led to me working with Copperfield. Asked me, they actually asked me like 3 times to work with him, and I kept on turning him down because I was doing really well on my own. I was doing multi-regional commercials, and I was doing lots of spots, different places as a teenager. I'm like 19 years old, and that doing really, really well with the magic. And then I had a huge, big tour that went south. We ended up being about $20,000 in the hole at like 19 years old.
Ouch.
So I phoned him up and said, hey, is there any positions still left open? And Joel Breen, who was the illusion manager, said, yeah, I was hoping you'd change your mind. He left his position open. He was going to be leaving to get married. So I went into Copperfield show at that time.
Now, how did you meet Copperfield? I mean, how in the world did you get associated with him?
I'd met David in passing, but only in passing. I didn't meet him to get the job. And that Joel Breen actually hired me. And as I said, I turned it down 3 times.
How did he find you?
I actually met him at a magic club in Las Vegas. I was traveling through, I was going to be doing a commercial in LA. And I was traveling through Las Vegas and met Joel Breen there. And we got talking, and we talked the technical end of magic. We talked over all the things that actually make magic happen, as opposed to, boy, I want to be a magic star or anything else that most magicians talk about. So anyway, we connected really, really well, and he could tell I knew what I was talking about. I could tell he knew what he was talking about, and he offered me a job at that point as his assistant, and I turned it down because I was already booked 6 to 8 months ahead, and then coming back, I went to the same magic club meeting, and he was there again, and again he offered me a job. Says, I've been looking around for a long time. And you're the guy. And I said, well, I appreciate that, but I've got contracts. I can't do it at this point and stuff. Then we met again for lunch one more time before I left, and that again he offered me his job and said, well, I'll make it sweeter. I'm going to be leaving in about 2 weeks to get married. David doesn't know this yet. You'll be my assistant for 2 weeks, then you'll take over my job. And it was really good money, but again, I'm under contract to other people, so I couldn't. So I went back to Idaho, which is where I was living, and from there, everything went south. We ended up doing 2 shows out of 12 we were supposed to do, and found out the producers absconded with the money. The money we were making and stuff like that had gone south. So, and I was more interested in making the magic look good and making myself look good, and what the next step for everything was. I wasn't paying attention to business at all. I've learned now.
Speaking of magic, I think, do you have a trick for us today?
I do. To do this, though, I need to borrow some money.
Look at me.
You're looking at the wrong people here.
Right.
If you
I
got
think
a
you might have
10
some
to
What-
$20
oh,
bill,
I happen to have a 20.
you have a 20. That's cool. Can I borrow?
You're going to give it back, right?
Sure.
Y'all are witnessing this. It's on live television. I have $20.
Okay. Well, there you go.
And it better not turn into 21s.
Have you got a $100 bill? It's a much better trick with a $100 bill.
Are you gonna, no, you're going to turn that into 100 and give it back to me.
Haven't
Oh,
you learned
okay.
by now, don't give strange men money?
Well,
We're not going to touch that.
at this age, I'll take what I can get.
Have you known anything about Susan's history? There you go.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Family show, family show.
Okay. Keep your eyes on the $20 bill. First of all, this is your bill, right? I mean, I didn't give you this bill
Correct.
to do. Okay. So, and you can see it actually is a $20 bill. There's nothing phony about it. There's no trap doors or elephants or anything else with it. Okay, keep your eyes on that $20 bill. We're going to take that $20 bill, we're going to fold it right in half, just like this. Still the same 20?
Yep.
Yeah, except it's about half that. So keep your eyes on that bill.
We have 10.
There you go. Keep your eyes on the bill. Is that still the same bill?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
about 750.
Yeah, except it's a little bit smaller. Now keep your eyes on the bill as it gets a little bit smaller yet. Just like that. Still the same bill?
Yeah.
Yeah, keep your eyes on that bill. Don't let it get away from you. As it gets a little bit tougher to fold here because it's just a little too small, but keep your eyes on the bill. Same one. Keep your eyes on that bill as it gets just a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger. And, uh-oh, wait a second. That was supposed to change to a $100 bill.
Hey!
Well, thank you very much. I do appreciate it.
I'm about to get redhead. He turned it to a 1.
A
Let's see,
$1 bill?
A 100.
But it's a special $1 bill. You can make 3 wishes on it. None of them come true, but you can make all 3 wishes.
Wish for wings.
Wish for wings. I'll have chicken wings.
Not to fly, huh? Okay, I better change this back or she's going to kill me. So keep your eyes on that bill. We're going to take the $1 bill. We're going to fold it right in half just like this. Still the same one? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now watch really closely as it gets a little bit smaller again. She's watching me like a hawk. Keep your eyes on the bill as it gets a little bit smaller, just like that. Still the same one? Mm-hmm. Okay, keep your eyes on the bill. Don't let it get away from you because this is important. It's going to get just a little bit smaller. Can you still see it?
He's going to throw quarters at you this time.
There you go. Keep your eyes on the bill as it gets a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger till finally we're back to a $20 bill.
How'd you do that?
Is that the bill
How'd
you
do
gave me?
that?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Thank you very much.
Oh, you gave him that bill.
No, I'm kidding. I wouldn't take your bill. There you go.
Wow.
I normally do
that?
great big illusions. That's my thing. I do things with tigers and with other big props. But it's kind of fun to do things with small, everyday objects every once in a while.
Well, that is awesome. Let's go back to what you were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
You was basically saying that networking got you where you was with David Copperfield.
Well, probably networking before there was networking.
Yeah.
Because we're going back to the late 80s, early 90s when all this happened. And anyway, to make a long story short, I did give Joel a call after that and ended up in the Copperfield show. David didn't even know I was coming.
Surprise!
Surprise.
Magic! Look who
Magic
disappeared.
ride.
So I was and I actually worked my way in there. I became a consultant with the show. I was the pyrotechnician with the show. I was the animal handler. I built up all the illusions, tore them all down, and designed a lot of stuff. And I could point to things and say, yeah, I designed that. I came up with that idea. Oh, I built this one over here. And that's so I became a big part of the show. And I stayed with it for about 6.5, 7 years till an accident. The death saw came down, and I literally pushed a guy out of the way like this, but my hand got caught where the winch was and crushed my hand.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they told me 3 times be prepared to lose my hand, which I said, okay, that's not an option. What do we need to do? And that's so I
Oh my God!
took
So it
16
got
months.
trapped in the prop and it crushed your hand.
Well, the winch handle came back around again and again, and it hit it again and again.
Oh, wow.
I had
People
bones
don't-
and stuff
people
sticking out
don't
everywhere.
realize, that when you're doing illusions and stuff, there's still a possibility you're going to get hurt. I don't care how good you are.
all the time, all the time.
I don't care if you've done that trick 1,000 times. somebody could get hurt.
Now, was this during the show this happened?
No, this was actually during a loadout. And that when I'm doing loadouts in the show, I actually have like 16 union guys. And I can only go so far with them. So what I do is I break it down into 4 different groups of people. And I say, okay, well, take this apart. We're going to take, and I never tell them everything to do, because then it gets out of hand. So I say, take these 4 legs off. When you get done, come back to me. Over here, we're going to be doing the quick frame. Slide these things here, fold it down till it's flat here, then slide it in the bag. When you get done, come back to me. Well, the guy that was doing the winch at the very top, he's supposed to go over there, and it's supposed to, there's a red and a green marker up there, and it was red and green during performance, and it becomes red to green and green to red when you're folding it down. Well, I saw him do it and change it, and all I can figure is that when I left, he went back and changed it back, thinking that he did something wrong, and that's the only thing I can think of. And that,
wow.
But
so how long did it take your hand to heal? I mean,
I took
told
16
you never
months
use it.
16 months of hand therapy, up to 8 hours a day. And then I went through 3 operations on it. Yeah.
Real quick, are there ways that someone can contact you if they want to need your services or anything?
Yeah. I actually do a lot of consulting work now. I work one-on-one with not only magicians, but with all types of performers and all types of shows. I've been working on a lot of Broadway shows here lately, movies, TV. We were just talking about going around the world. I've been, not this last year, but the year before, I was like in 8 different countries. I was in, did Ghost the Musical, all brand new effects for Ghost the Musical, a multi-million-dollar show over in Brazil. And that I did shows in Korea. I did consulting in Thailand. I did House of Magic. I was a creative consultant for House of Magic for 3 months in Macau. And
So how can we contact you?
yeah, contact me, yeah. I don't have a website because I've never needed one. Yes, my phone number is 865-805-7329.
Oh, that is awesome. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Oh, no
We're
problem.
so
Yes,
sorry
thank you.
Time is up, but thank you all for watching In My Shoes. I'm Rhonda.
And I'm Susan, and don't forget to climb that mountain and find that sunshine behind the clouds. Bye!
Oh, hey! I was just getting caught up on the latest trends and news of the world. Did you know 80% of content that you watch is online or on your mobile device? Did you know a great new channel that's out right now is called Mountain Fun Life? And you can watch it right on your mobile device, or coming soon to Roku. Make sure to check out Mountain Fun Life on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and the website, mountainfunlife.com. Hello, did you know that most of the stuff shot on Mountain Fun Life is shot right here in this very studio? And maybe you've wanted your own show before. I mean, how cool would it be to be in a studio like this one with your very own show? Just go to mountainfunlife.com for more information, and you can submit to have your own show, and you can be right here.